Hey, this is Michael Williamson from Cloudpoint Geographics. I'm going to show you how to edit a shapefile with ArcGIS 10.1. Let's add the shapefiles that we created in the last video. If you didn't see that, it's available on YouTube or our website. Go to it. They were on my desktop, so I'm going to find them here and add them to my shapefile. These are blank shapefiles. If I right-click and show you the attribute table, you can see that both of these have nothing in them. Both are blank shapefiles. And the base map is here from ArcGIS Online, and if I wanted to edit, I could either edit from my editor toolbar, or if I wanted to, I can also right-click on it in the context menu, go up to Edit Features, and then start editing that specific layer. Now, because my shapefiles are in the same place, the same source, they are both available for me to be editing. If they were in the same geodatabase or the same folder somewhere else, this would be the case. So I can edit both of them here. But let's just go and add some points to the map. I click on my construction tool, which is down below when I hit create features, and I'm going to add 3 points simply to the map, just anywhere at random. It doesn't exactly matter. Next thing I want to do is I want to add some attributes to this. So I go up to my attributes button. It opens up another dialog box, and then I can add some attributes to it. Now this is a integer number. I have to add a number to it, to this field. So I'm going to add 1, and I'm going to add 2, and we'll call these something specific later. And the last one I'm going to add is 3. Then I'm going to, very important for you to, after several edits, to save your edits. And since I'm not going to do anything more, I'm going to actually save edits and then stop editing and change the symbology of the layer. You can see these layers are here. There's the information 1, 2, and 3 in the attribute table. There's other fields, but I'm not going to take the time right now to add anything. So if I go to Properties, right-click, Context menu, and then add the symbology for the specific layer of the type field, you can see, and if I hit Add All Values, it'll add 1, 2, and 3 to my dialog box in the Symbology tab. And if I want to change these, I double-click on the points. Let me move this down here so you can see it. And we're going to make number 1 a school. So if I type in school to my search bar, get some good symbols. Here's a good ArcGIS Explorer symbol of a school. And let's do the same thing to number 2. Let's make this a swimming feature. So I type in swim to my search bar and I get a guy swimming. The same type of feature. And let's do the same thing number 3. I'm going to make it a park. So I type in park, spell it right, and then what I'm going to get originally is some park benches. But if I scroll down a little bit, I'll see the same ArcGIS Explorer symbol style, and let's add that. And what I have is a nice map with some very cartoony looking features on it. That's great, and if I want to now add those based on the feature that it is, I'm going to start editing. I don't have those available here in my Create Features tab. So what I have to do is create a new template. I create template, I just see the dumb old point, so what I'm going to do is add a new template. Click on that box and I see that highlighted. I hit Next. Now if I do this, I see the actual templates there. So I hit Finish, and then it adds it over to my Create Features dialog box. You see that over there. And it still has the same basic boring points, but it also gives me the features that I want to add. So I click on a park, it creates a park for me. Click on a swimmer, it creates a swimming point for me. The same thing with the school, and creates a school point for me. Now with the polyline layer, what I want to do is a little bit different. I'm going to stop and save this editing, and I'm going to go right to the symbology properties of this layer. Go down to Properties and pull up the Properties dialog box and click on Symbology. I'm going to add in some dummy types. Just add the value field. Now, if you remember, there's nothing in here in this layer, but I'm going to add some. I'm going to force some to be added. So I click on the new value and lets me add it to the value above. Let's call this one trail. Add it to the list. Let's add another one. I don't know. Let's add a road. Add it to the list as well. And the last one we're just going to call path, and we'll add that to the list as well. And that adds those fields, and I can then symbolize them. Even though they're not in the geodatabase or the shapefile attribute table, I can still add them and make them as whatever I want. And so let's make this a road. That's fine. And let's make this trail hashed line over here, and we'll make it a little bit thicker to be able to add a trail to it. There you go. And then so I hit OK, and then there's nothing in my database, but I still apply, and I'm going to add those. Now to get the template over to the layer or the create features dialog box, you have to go through the same thing, and you have to create a template for those features, even though they're not in the database yet. So I click on the templates box, and I highlight the polylines and hit new template, and it's selected. I hit next. Then I see those forced attributes, or those forced types, and I'm going to grab one, and let's create a trail over here, then go down to the swimming area, just like that. And then let's create a deselect that so you can see it, and create a road. And let's just copy the road of 116 along here, and then I'm also hit deselect so you can see that as well. And the last one, I'm just going to add a path, and then let's just add a path that connects these two parks. Now that actually adds those types to the attribute table itself. We open up the attribute table. You can see those types that we added in the Symbology tab have been added to the database. So that's a different way to do it than we showed you with a point file, but it still uses the templates in ArcGIS 10.1. Always stop and save your edits all the time. And thanks for watching. You can check out more videos in the future on cloudpointgeo.com. Thanks.